Hey, no long intro. We'll start.
I think I'll be a good dad, though. You know? I do. No, I analyzed it. I've actually finally come to the point. I want to have a kid, and I don't think it's that hard. I don't. Part of me really believes that, and the other part is I just like pissing off people with kids, you know? Whenever you say shit like that, oh, dude, you have no idea how difficult it is. This is a great one to say. Well, I mean, I got a dog. I mean, you know, how much dude, you can't even fucking compare it to a dog. Yeah, I can. I just did, and I'll do it again. Mine's got 4 legs. Yours only has 2. Go ahead. Yours bites someone and gets a timeout. Mine gets put down. Stakes are raised. No, I think I know. I think I know how to raise a kid. You know what it is? You just play catch with them. I think that's the big deal, man. That's how you raise a kid. You play catch with them. You just talk about life. You distract them by throwing the ball. They don't even notice. You're filling their heads up with your theories.
Essentially what being a parent is.
You don't do it the old school way, the way your parents used to. Sit down across from you. You want to tell me about your day? Did anybody offer you any drugs? You learning about sex? You're like, dude, you're fucking freaking me out. I'm trying to eat a Pop-Tart here, right? Hey, just take them in the back. You play catch with them. That's it. You talk about life, right? What's that, son? We're not going to church today. Fuck that. It's all a bunch of bullshit. God's everywhere, but I got to go down there to see him? Really? And he's mad at me down there and I owe you money? Go fuck yourself. Just crying out. Stupid. It's ridiculous. It's in here, all right? It's not down, it's in here. They try to take it. It's in here. You do something good, you feel good. You do something bad, you feel bad, you know? Unless you're like a sociopath and you don't feel shit, you know? Unless you got somebody duct taped upside down in your apartment, you know? And if you do something like that, I want you to feel like you can come to me, you know? Yeah, come to me, confess all of that. We'll go down to the precinct, we'll tell them everything. Yeah, I'm gonna turn you in. This isn't fucking Dexter. What are you, out of your mind? There's some feel-good serial killer walking around. He only kills the bad people. Listen, I know your mother and I, we've been arguing a lot lately, all right? But I know, you know I love her. I love her to death, okay? It's weird. I love her to death, but when I watch her eat toast, I just want to choke her. I don't know what it is. It's the routine, right? Left, then the middle. Just why don't you just fold it in half and fucking eat it? You know what I mean?
I get
it's unreal. You know? That's when you know you met the right one. When you want to slap the shit out of him, but you don't. You know? Yeah. You want to leave, but you don't. There's something about him you just can't fucking leave, right? So don't settle down till you meet one like that. That's when you know. Till then, you know, put a condom on, you know, just bang as many as you can so you don't have a midlife crisis. That's what you do. Don't tell your mother I'm telling you any of this shit either.
Every dad says that.
Yeah. That's my game plan. You know, I do have a dog. That doesn't count for anything.
Same.
I've never understood that. You know? I love my dog, but I've learned a lot being a dog owner, man. You know? Any dog's a good dog unless you're a psycho. You know? I got a pit bull. It's still a great dog unless you're a fucking psycho. And evidently, I'm a psycho because my dog has just been a complete maniac over the last, 6 months, you know? I didn't realize that dogs feed off your vibes, you know? Like, if you're chilling, they're chilling. You know? If you're sleeping, they're sleeping. But if you're a psycho like me and you're screaming at the ref on TV being like, dude, you gotta be fucking kidding me! I didn't realize the dog was over in the corner being like, yeah, you gotta be fucking kidding me. This is bullshit. I don't know what this guy's mad at, but I love this guy. This guy feeds me. Is it the door? Are you mad at the door? Yeah, I had no idea I was amping this dog up. I'm so selfishly in my own world. I'd be like on the computer and would crash. You'd be like, oh, really? Really? Dog's over in the corner with like a chew toy. I never noticed like that Game 7 look she was getting on her face. And one day I amped her up too much, had no clue, and I went outside. We were just walking down the street, and some poor bastard comes the other way, and the dog's like, that's that motherfucker. Lunge at this guy. I had to pull her back. I'm like, dude, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. She's never done anything like that, right? Looking down at the dog, what's wrong with you? Dog's looking up at me like, huh? I got that son of a bitch, didn't I? I love you. You feed me. I got you. How the hell did you see him that far away, man? Your ears must be better than mine. It's unbelievable. Right? Then I got nervous. I got nervous around my own dog. I started thinking, fuck, are pit bulls really like this? Do they just go psycho? Man, this is nuts, right? That's another bad vibe to have around your dog, because they pick up on that vibe, right? This dude comes walking down the street, and I immediately just start thinking like, oh shit, she gonna do it again? Oh shit, oh shit. Dog just looks at me like, oh shit, what? No. Oh shit, what? Him? Ah! Runs at another guy. Had to pull her back. Jesus Christ, I'm sorry. Looking down at the dog. Dog's trying to chest bump me and shit, right?
I have a Rottweiler.
Dude, it got so bad one day, she almost ate a landscaper, right? Yeah, so I'm like, I gotta take this thing to a trainer, man. So I load it up in the Prius, and I drive over there, right? Yeah, I have a Prius. Go ahead, judge me. I love that shit. If you have a Prius, people, you can't win. You got a truck with a big lift kit, people, it's probably because he has a little dick. Right? How come it's not because he has a dick down to the floor? Maybe that's why he needs all that clearance, right? You know? If that means you have a little dick, then if I have a Prius, doesn't that mean I have a huge dick, right? Because according to my friends, it means I'm a fag, right?
Wasn't expecting that.
Anyways.
Okay.
Let me towel off here for a moment. So I fucking take this dog down to this trainer, right? And I show up, got the dog in the back. The trainer comes out, he's got his hat on backwards, he got stubble, big, large cargo pants, all shorts on and stuff. And I'm thinking, this guy's a psycho, right? And I look at my dog's like sizing him up. I'm like, this is perfect, he can handle him. So the guy goes, all right, when you hand this dog to me, make sure you got the leash totally taut like that, all right? Don't have any slack in it. I said, no problem, right? And somehow I fucked up, I left a little slack in it, and this dog just lunged right at the dude's balls, right? And just barely missed him, and just got a big mouthful of his big cargo shorts, right? And immediately he just grabs and goes, all right, get out of here, right? But instinctually, I tried to help out, and he just goes, get the fuck out of here! Yeah, I didn't realize that the only reason why the dog was acting like that was because I was there and it felt like it needed to protect me. So the second I left, the situation immediately just became awkward, right? The dog was just sitting there like, okay, like I thought we were like together and we were like friends and you were some bad guy and all of a sudden you just drove away and I don't know how to feed myself. You want to be friends? Yeah, I come back 4 days later, the dog's laying at the guy's feet, all right? He's rubbing her belly, she's reaching up, playing with his goatee and shit. And he goes, go ahead, have a seat. Why don't you take me through your day with this dog? Immediately, I started getting like this First 48 vibe, right? Like they're coming at me. So I got like defensive. I'm like, what do you mean? I take it for a hike every morning. He goes, that's good. Anything, special happen on the hike? I'm like, well, I don't know, she takes a shit. I pick it up. It's like, all right, easy. You play any games with her? I go, yeah, at the end of the hike. I let her, for reward for going on the hike, I let her run up the stairs by herself. I go, go on, Cleo. I let her run up the stairs, and I count 5, 1,000, and then I run up there, and then we start wrestling. Put her in a headlock, sweep her front legs, right? But her tail's wagging, She's not growling. I go, that's a good thing, right? He's like, no, it's fucking horrible. I'm like, why? He goes, you just taught your dog to claim the house and then fight for it every fucking day after the hike. No wonder this thing's trying to attack the mailman, So then I got upset. I'm like, wait a minute, dude, you're telling me like I can't even play with my dog? He's like, no, you can play with it, but you got to bring that energy back down. The problem is you keep amping this thing up, getting that Mike Singletary look on his face. And then by the time you walk out, doesn't matter if you're relaxed, mentally the dog is like walking through the tunnel at the Rose Bowl, like, this is what we play for! Somebody hit somebody!
That was a good reference.
Yeah, so I'm actually learning to control my temper because of a fucking pit bull. So, I don't know, my girls...
You can tell he loves that dog. This man has a really good way of saying things that, of course, make sense when you hear them out loud, but they get glazed over on the day-to-day, and he makes it funny. And now he has me wondering if I'm reinforcing a bad habit in my dog. My dog's well-trained. He doesn't bite. He just looks scary. But he may be feeding off of my energy, as I sometimes tend to laugh when a smaller dog lunges at him and he lunges back. And that's not because I want my dog to hurt the other dog, and he never does. He's a 14-year-old Rottweiler. Most of the juice is gone from his tank. I just like his spirit, so I don't know. I'll have to think about that now. Babies pick up on energies as well, so to his point, babies and dogs are not altogether that dissimilar in that aspect. Bill Burr seems like he would be a funny dad, and I think at this point he has one daughter and one son, so we'll see how that catch thing is working out for him. If you've seen a stand-up routine where he talks about his kids, please link the title for me down below and I'll check that one out. This was also a subscriber request, but I think out of all the Bill Burr stand-up we've seen on the channel, actually one was stand-up and then one was him on a talk show, this was my favorite. It was diverse, he gave us quite a few subjects here, and I think what really resonated with me was him talking about how his partner eats toast. He had the ick. And I think most of us can find the ick relatable. There's videos dedicated to things that give people the ick. You know, when someone does something that's mundane, it's seemingly innocuous, but it turns you off or annoys you for some reason. Could be how someone eats toast, or loud humming offbeat during a perfectly good song on the radio, or how someone eats peanut butter out of the tub with their 2 fingers and the 2 fingers are unwashed and it's gross. Could be anything. Let me know what gives you the ick. As far as these comedic reactions, I don't like pausing in the middle of it, because I reckon these comedians write out their material so that it flows seamlessly from one bit to another. A monologue from me can wait, especially the Bill Burr, George Carlin ones, because I think they're a lot more strategic and intentional with their segues and pauses. You guys already know that. Anyway, I don't have a literary recommendation for you today. While he was speaking, I was trying to think of what book relates to this, and I couldn't come up with one off the top of my head. So if you have a book recommendation for me, feel free to drop it down below. I'm open to whatever genre at this point, but I have enough nonfiction in my life, so preferably something fiction. I just finished The Idiot by Dostoevsky, and then I immediately followed that up with Less Than Zero by Bret Easton Ellis. He also wrote American Psycho. And the books were so different, the contrast was way too stark for me to appreciate the second book. So, if you can think of something, let me know. That's all I have to say. So, let me know what you think about any of this. This was entitled Dogs, Kids, and a Prius. I'll link the original video for you. And thanks for watching. Catch you next time.